All right. Hello, Carol. How are you doing? It's so nice to see you.
Hi, Sarah. I'm good.
Thank you for taking a few minutes to come chat with me. Registration is open now. The door is opened for the next session of the Change Your Brain, Change Your Body program. So I just think it's really useful for people who are considering signing up for the program to hear from those who have done it, right? Because again, it's one thing for me to talk about the program, but there's nothing like hearing from people who have done it. And so you are one of our wonderful alumni. So thank you for taking the time to chat for a few minutes about your experience.
No problem.
Okay, so first of all, let's just dive right in. I want to hear a little bit about, like, what was your relationship with food like before our paths crossed? Like, what were you struggling with?
Right. So I really just ate whatever I wanted whenever I wanted. I didn't have, I ate all the time. And through the program, the first things that I identified were that I was eating to reward myself for the busyness of the rest of my life and keeping it together everywhere else. So food was a reward. And then the second thing was that I had so many food habits.
Mm.
Every time I got in the car, I would stop at Tim Hortons and I would have a French vanilla and a cookie.
Right.
And every time I walked through the kitchen, I would have a snack. And at work, I would eat all day. And so I just had a lot of habits that had nothing to do with listening to my body. So those are the first two things that
Yeah,
really
and I'm sure a lot of
identified.
people can relate to that. Like that's so common. So yeah, I think a lot of people are probably like nodding their heads. Um,
Right.
and again, I'm sure you can also relate to people who, because again, I hear this a lot whenever we open registration, is that, and I totally understand this sort of reluctance. Like I've tried so many things, right? I've tried so many things, and I'm just afraid that this is just going to be another thing that I sign up for and invest in, and then I fail at it, right? So what did you? And I'm sure you can relate to that. So what was your experience in terms of like why was this different?
So I had in the past, of course, done different things
Yeah.
and been successful for short periods of time. Um, and every time I was successful, it was, I felt like it was because of the mindset. So it was because my head was ready for it. And I didn't know how to get that back. So the unique thing about this program is that it's starting there. You're starting with the mindset. So getting your head in the right place just lets everything else fall in place.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And the other thing that really meant a lot to me is the lifetime access.
Mm.
So it's not something that I'm going to do for 6 months and then be thrown to the wolves and be out on my own again.
Right. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
Coming back to it and keep repeating it and learning new things as I go. So that was another really important piece for me.
Yeah. I'm always trying to explain to people sort of how important I think the lifetime access is, just because I see after, we've done it, I've run this program for maybe 3 or 4 years now. And, I see the benefits of people being able to come back and do it again and again, because I don't believe you can change your life in 12 weeks. Like that, and I think anyone who's selling that is lying to you, right? I mean, we
Right.
took us a long time to get here. And so yes, we teach it over 12 weeks, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of just the beginning, right? Like that's
Right.
when you start, then you start
Definitely.
implementing and you get more support and you learn more every time. And yeah, so that's fantastic. I love it. So what have you noticed since you completed it again? I know you've kind of come in and out and joined us again, but like, what have you noticed have been sort of the biggest transformations for you as a result of taking that leap of joining?
So I really just feel like a whole new person. I'm healthy and I'm more active and I just have lots more confidence. I feel better about myself, which is really awesome. And it's like, so I've lost 80 pounds and that feels great. And shopping in a regular clothes store feels great. um, but really the most important thing for me is that I have that relationship with food that I've always dreamed of. I have the thin person's relationship with food. I eat when I'm hungry. I mean, yes, I indulge once in a while and I eat, I sometimes make choices that aren't the best, but for the most part, I eat when I'm hungry and I make choices that will nourish my body um, and that's really been the easy part of this program. That's really uh, the food part has been the easy part. What I've done over the past 15 months is really learn about me. So learn about what's important to me. What do I want out of life and how do I make that happen? And that's really what's been so awesome about this program.
I love it. Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. I can't even tell you. And can I just say that the pictures of you dancing at your son's wedding in that dress, it's literally like I was bawling. I'm going to cry just thinking about it now, because I know that was such a goal for you when we started. You know, when your son got engaged, I'm going to cry. But your son got engaged at the beginning, and you had this vision of like dancing and being able to dance with him. And so when I saw those pictures, oh my God, it was a mess. So
Yeah.
how did that feel? Like that must have felt so great for you.
Oh, it was so awesome. It was just because I had visualized that for a year. I had spent a year visualizing myself dancing with my son and feeling great, and just being able to and just enjoy the moment and sharing how wonderful that day was. And yeah, it was everything that I dreamed it would be. It felt
You look so beautiful in that dress in the pictures. I love it. So good.
Thank you.
Okay, so then just again, I know we just opened doors for registration, and they're only open for a few days. So and again, I totally respect that people are on the fence, right? They don't know if they want to try something else. They're afraid they're going to fail. They're nervous. So what would you say if you had like a friend who was on the fence about joining? Like, what would you say to that friend?
Right. So I would say that this program isn't like any other program because it's starting with what's in your head. It's not about the food. And I know you keep saying that, and it really is so true. It's about what's happening inside. The program has been both the easiest and the hardest thing I've ever done. The food part has been really quite easy. Once I figured things out at the very beginning, changing how I eat and meal prepping and doing that kind of thing has been the easy part. The hard part has been working on me and figuring out what I want out of life. So it's really quite amazing. And it's not that the other difference with this program is that it's not, I don't feel like I'm on a journey to a destination. So any other program, you're like, when I get to that goal weight, I'm going to feel great. When I get there, I'm going to know how to eat and stay there and do all those things that are important. Whereas this program, it's, or for me, the last 15 months, it's just a journey, and there is no destination. The journey will carry on forever. And when I hit that goal weight, whatever that goal weight is, nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same. And so that's the really nice part about it. I'm not working to get somewhere and then going to go back to what I was doing before.
Yeah. You have a new lifestyle. You have a new healthier lifestyle, which is so fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just been awesome. I highly recommend it to anyone.
I love it. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, Carol. That's all. It's so helpful for you just to share that, just share your experience. And again, I know it's really useful for people that are like, I don't know, it sounds good, but like, I've tried so many things. I don't want to do another thing. Which again, I completely respect. I was there myself, and I know you were. So it's great for people to hear from someone like yourself who took the leap and did it. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.